a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love.
Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Now, he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Ravens 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
first carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
J.K. Dobbins.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 and now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
Out. 4th down.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Mecole Hardman.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Ravens nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 31 yards there to 1st down. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, Every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
7-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I'm starting to feel for our quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. So this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kansas City.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
4-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
3rd and goal.
Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. They're on the defensive side of the ball, though. Any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards on the ground.
And the Ravens.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Tua. That's taken in by Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
It brings up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And some strong running. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Mahomes to throw once more. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
It is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Chiefs 41, Ravens 7. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mahomes firing complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on. 48 for Mike.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Thornhill on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down. Tonight's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Can can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat pussy. How did you let it go miss? Her she remember, she mix it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it?